There are stories in the Americas. Most tribes from New Hampshire over to California talk about six-fingers, red-haired giants that were 9, 10, 12 feet tall.
There's over 500 tribes just in the United States alone. One thing that is prevalent in all the stories is stories of giants.
The Shoshone, the Bannock, and the Paiute Indians all got together and formed one army. Chased about 60 giants into the cave down at Lovelock, and then they piled brush in front of the cave and they lit it on fire.
The Native Americans didn't have anything nice to say about the red-haired giants.
They were cannibalistic, they were sexually perverse, sadistic.
Bite your head off, drink all the blood out of your body.
And then throw the body down, like popping a top off a Coca-Cola.
My brother's 6'6", 6'7". This thing was a lot bigger than my brother.
We followed her downstairs into the basement, and then she opened this cabinet, and there were the bones.
You can see the face rock in front of us. That was the place where the library, the books, the Dead Sea Scrolls, that among them we found the famous book of Enoch.
You have these beings who belong in the spiritual realm choosing to trespass and enter the natural realm in an illegal way.
Members of the divine realm were allowed to come through a portal from one dimension into our dimension.
They're at what they call Gilgal-Rephaim, which translates loosely as Wheel of the Giants. So the reason why all this matters is because Bashan, which also means the land of the serpent, was the place where the giant Og reigned during the days of Moses. And Og's name can mean circle, and we're sitting here in a pile of 42,000 tons of stone circles that there's no way you can appreciate it unless you're high up in the sky.
Early Israelites identified it as the work of giants. Therefore, it seems sufficient to say in its ancient context, Circle of the Giants is a better translation of Gilgal-Rephaim.
I'm not like this, and I'm soaking up this energy. There's a very special energy here.
Could some of these wonders be the metaphorical handprints of the giants spoken of in Genesis?
You are able to access the different spiritual realms through the manipulation of energy. And so the belief is that you're doing so by increasing the vibration in your different energy bodies.
This is Plaza de Armas in Cusco, Peru. This is the region where the strongest evidence for the presence of the Watchers and the Nephilim on Earth can be found.
And this is probably the largest megalithic wall in the world. The Inca found this site, so they decided to build here. When the Spanish first arrived, they were completely blown away. And they said, "Did you build this?" And the Inca said, "No, this was here when we got here." This is the biggest, 125 tons.
Are you capable of meeting with the Watchers, the Guardians?
In our culture, from the 5th level of consciousness and higher, it is like having an afternoon meeting.
Rabbit ears on a cat figure, which represents the Son of God, Horus. And you have the Tree of Light with the snake, so it's one of the chaos creatures coming out or through the Tree of Life. What the Son of God is doing is he is crushing the head of the serpent and then slicing it off. What it says in the hieroglyphs above here, he will strike your heel, but you will crush his head. This pyramid is 2.3 million blocks, the smallest of which is 2.5 tons. The biggest ones, the bigger ones, are up to 15 tons.
These nodules we also saw in Peru. And how can there be nodules here and the same exact type of architecture literally halfway across the world in Peru? Very separate civilizations, same technology. Why?